Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCF Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UCF's offense will have the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Good timing on the quick out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you...
Makes a catch at the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Arkansas's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Unloads quickly. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! The offense cashing it in on that drive. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. DB's right up on the receivers. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Past the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. 30. Running inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Charles. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Finds the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Gets the back moving. They'll run the toss. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Knights trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 much more to the board with that trip to the house. PAT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Madden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Open field on the right. They get him out of bounds and maybe save a score. He gets it to the 49-yard line.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Breaks into the open. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's out of bounds and short, just short of the line to gain, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. The quick out. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Knights want to move quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Touchdown, UCF! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Knights will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same range.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it and drive on third down. It's complete. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. A run for the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pulls and fires complete. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here's a hit. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They go to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion. Not to mention multiple unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And some room to work. Turning it on. Big run from deep in his own end, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down will open up the final period. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did, Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Running it to the right. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really.
Touchdown, Knights! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Madden. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cheek. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pocket breaking down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bettis. There he goes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Reads it, fires complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. Open space at the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the point after is good. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
It'll be 3rd and long. The RPO, it's complete. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this knee didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Knights will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. He's looking to pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. The play action fake. He makes the grab. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, UCF.
The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.